I'm sure you're great, but I don't know anything about a tutor.
Well, I'm not a tutor, I'm a tutor. Say it with me. Tutor.
Tutor.
Better.
Okay, I'm sorry. Didn't you say that you were tutored a coach to the stars?
I presume you're familiar with the work of Miss Meryl Streep.
A dingo ate my baby.
I read an article years later that said the dingo probably did.
Oh, that poor lady. The dingo lady.
Yeah.
You were a bit young to work on A Cry in the Dark, weren't you?
Well, I'm referring to Miss Streep's work as a mother. I coached her daughters. They're very talented women in their own right.
Yes, they're all great, but what are you doing here? I mean, Ma and I talked about this at home and Hart with the whole caller thing, but there is nothing wrong with the way you talk. I didn't hire her.
Of course you didn't. I did.
No. Lois was open to the idea. Unless something changed.
Ma?
Well,
Lois, living here doesn't mean you have to give in to her classism.
I will not apologize for preferring dulcet tones. And I never would have hired Miss Finch if I didn't think that Lois wasn't on board.
okay. Listen, all right? I will admit that when that woman called in on Home and Heart, that it got to me a little bit. I mean, look, it's one thing to sell a band to a record label, but it's another thing when you're looking into a camera talking to millions of people who may think that your accent is
Tuneless, offensive, unnecessarily cruel.
different.
Well, different isn't always better.
Lois Cirillo is a proud Brooklynite who has never let anyone condescend to her. Not my grandfather, Catherine Bell, or my mother.
Well, you carry a lot of tension in your jaw, don't you?
You save it. And you, it's better to be Lois Cirillo than some phony baloney.
I do not wish to rob Miss Cirillo of her authenticity. I merely want to give her the tools so she can refine herself if and when she, not you, she chooses to do so. I've coached many front-facing corporate personalities on how to identify their ungainly diphthongs and triphthongs, and once they can hear them, they can choose to deploy or drop them at will. It is not my goal to recreate Miss Cirillo. I simply want to empower her.
So, Granny, she doesn't need that kind of help. Maybe I do. Why don't you stick around and show me what you got?
I shall.